Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to a Wednesday night edition. The BF1NS Design 360 Sprint Cars set to go here tonight. And the scene, well, we're heading out to scenic Illinois. The Fairbury American Legion Speedway is our site for the evening, and we will be having our whole night of action coming up here for the BF1NS Design 360 Sprint Cars. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sean Niestead here for tonight's action. Alex Robinson will be along here at some point in the evening. He's lost. He's all lost somewhere in Pennsylvania. This is why folks from Pennsylvania don't leave the porch too often. They get lost when they get out there. But right now on the Speedway, we've got qualifications going on tonight for the BF1NS Design 360 Sprint Cars. Right now, Dakota Hartzell on top of the charts, 11:21. Sean Bowers, who got a win a few weeks back, 11:33. Jordan Eaton sits third, 11:38. Joshua Landers sitting in number 4 in the points at 11:39, just in front of Ryan Frugy, the number 65 car, 11:39 as well. Chris Forsyth, Cale Heibolt, Jeremy Weigel, Matthew Croakey, and Jeremy Parker right now are your top 10 in qualifying times this evening thus far for your BF1NS Designs 360 Sprint Cars. So a couple more moments of qualifications out here on the racetrack, and Colby Araki just shot up to the number 6 spot in qualification. So it looks like that brings qualifying to an end here tonight, and we will have your heat races coming up with just shy of 20 entries here for this evening's competition. Thanks for tuning in. Wherever you may be tuned in from on Facebook or on YouTube, thanks for tuning in as heat race number 1. You see the starting lineup on the racetrack. Racing number 75, Dakota Hartzell on the pole position. Home cooking, Joshua L. Anders starting outside of him. He should be familiar with this racetrack, and the Illinois native in the number 18. Chris Forsyth inside row number 2, the 225, and Matthew Croakey drives the Phantom Motorsports. Car number 2, he'll start in the 4th spot. Out of Harrisburg, South Dakota, the number 15, that's Bob Bessman starting inside the 3rd row, and of Flieger Farm Motorsports, Adam Flieger, the 38, lining up outside of row number 3. So 6 cars on the track. We'll have 3 heat races here tonight for the BF1NS Designs 360 Sprint Cars, and tight, tough little racetrack as our producer BJ doing magical work behind the scenes. We've got graphics, BJ. All right. Couple minutes ago, he was all stressed out back in the production truck. Nothing was showing up on the screen. We were having a meltdown before. Well, it wasn't that dramatic. All right, set to go. Dakota Hartzell, Joshua Anders setting the pace. We go green here down the front straight away, down into turn 1. The top line going to be a popular destination here tonight as Hartzell rockets out to the lead. Anders in that 2nd spot, right up there next to the concrete. We'll watch Matthew Croakey right there in the pink and white number 2 working the high line. He'll get around Forsyth for the 3rd spot. Now Croakey's got to run on Anders for 2nd. Can he make the move here off of 4? Cannot get there. Anders continues to run in position number 2. This is happening behind Dakota Hartzell, who is out to a 1-second lead here in heat race number 1. Croakey takes a look to the outside. He finds the concrete instead of finding a pass, and he's going to lose 1 spot. Now 2. He was lucky to not spin it out down there, down in turn number 1, as Bob Bessman will journey up into the 4th position in his Patriot Racing number 15. Getting another look here at Joshua Anders down the back straightaway in the 18. Chris Forsyth's got a run on him. The 225 to the inside off of turn 4. Can't quite get there. We work lap 6 of 10 of our opening of 3 heat races as Croakey throwing a slider on Bob Bessman just off screen. Took over the 4th position once again. Bessman saying, how do you do? Comes back to his inside, cannot quite make it happen. So Matthew Croakey in the 4th spot, but Bessman's hanging tough with the driver out of the Phantom Motorsports table with that 2 ride. Down through 3 and 4 as Bessman then tags into the concrete wall. He's got trouble. Got to turn sideways. He'll get out of harm's way. And we continue on with the green. Here's Joshua Anders with that 2nd spot. Down into turn number 1. Forsyth still back there in position number 3. Meanwhile, off of turn number 4, Dakota Hartzell to the white flag, dominating performance for the 75 ride in our opening heat race here tonight. Down the back straightaway into turn 3, off of turn number 4, and the 75 is going to pick up the win. Anders coming around the final turn. He'll go second. Forsyth, Krokey, Flieger, and Bestman going to be your finishing order from heat race number 1. Good looking chrome ride for the 75 of Dakota Hartzell. He picks up the win as we take a look at your final results up here on the screen. Hartzell, your winner in the 75. Joshua Anders, second. Forsyth, third in the 225. The 02 of Matthew Krokey. Adam Flieger in the 38 and the 15 of Bob Bestman, your official finish from our opening heat race. Heat race number 2 lines up with Sean Bowers in the 03 machine on the pole position. And Ryan Fruge, the number 65, he'll line up on the outside of him. Cale Heiboltz, originally from South Dakota for Team SSR in the 58 inside of the second row. Jeremy Parker outside of him in the number 40 for Team RDR. Kevin Allen in the number 69, another driver from Illinois who starts inside the third row. And Angel Ortega in the 22, starting 6th on the grid. That's heat race number 2. 10 laps will be the distance here tonight for the BF1NS Designs 360 Sprint Cars. All right, I'm curious. I need to see Cale Heibolt's car because there's a great story behind that machine there. If you put an 18 on that car, that would be the exact look of Fran Bruns. Now, Fran is a legendary racer, the Dairy Queen look, everything. Fran Bruns is a legendary racer from here in South Dakota. Cale grew up here, was a big fan of Fran Bruns in the 80s and 90s, and he's got that thing is mint to replica of what the car looked like. Rawhide Racing was one of the coolest race cars when I was growing up around here in South Dakota. Hey, speaking of cool, how about this battle for the lead? Sean Bowers, the 03, Ryan Fruge, the 65. They battle for the lead right now. Bowers has the advantage with Fruge in second. That's happening in front of Parker and Ortega. Down the back chute they go. Sean Bowers, who picked up the win at Eldora back on the 20th of January, is your leader and pulling away. Fruge there in the second spot is trailing by 9/10 of a second. Jeremy Parker third as we take a look at him, and Cale Heibolt back there. You saw him on the screen. That's the 40 ride of Parker making his way down the back chute. No pressure all around him. But I tell you what, racing around the Fairbury American Legion Speedway, this little quarter mile, it doesn't take the pressure or traffic around you to cause a mistake. You're going to be right next to that concrete all night long. So keep an eye on these drivers. One small slip up, and it'll cost them a whole lot of positions, or could even total their car out. It happens in a hurry here on this little racetrack. Ryan Fruge, that number 65, still solidly in the second spot. About 2 seconds behind your race leader, and he's got 1.5 seconds back to Jeremy Parker. Here is your race leader. It is Sean Bowers, the Apex 03 machine, down there into turn 1. Off of turn number 2, he's got a lap and a half remaining in heat race number 2 to capture the checkered flag. Off of the corner, he'll see the white flag. Final lap. Sean Bowers is going to work it around. Final time down the back straightaway. He's changed his line down more in the middle of the racetrack. You see that strip of moisture. He's using that to his advantage, and Sean Bowers picks up the win here in heat race number 2. Fruge going second, Jeremy Parker third, Kevin Allen finishes fourth, Angel Ortega and Cale Heiboltz will be your unofficial finish here tonight for the 6-pack of cars from heat race number 2. So they'll finish up there. Last moments here, they'll feel the racetrack out. Of course, you want to take every moment you can to make sure you're feeling out your race cars. You see the finishing order there, a 2.7 second win for Bowers over Fruge, Parker, Allen, Ortega, and Heibolt tapping out a little bit early there from heat race number 2. Heat race number 3, ready to stage up on the speedway. It'll have the number 9, Jordan Etter. He'll set the pace on the pole position. The 30, Colby Araki on the outside of him, out of California. Jeremy Weigel, the number 20 for LSR, Team SSR, inside of the second row. Christopher Schaefer joins him in row number 2. Schaefer is the pilot of the number 23. Coming in tonight from down under, Wayne Nichols. He'll start inside the third row. That's the number 7. And Darren Harrell's going to be your 6th and final starter in heat race number 3. Harrell behind the wheel of car number 41. So that's your starting lineup. 10 laps the distance for your third and final heat race here tonight. You know, big crowd on hand here tonight at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway for these BF1NS Design 360 sprints. Alex Robinson, you were lost out there in the crowd. The lineup was out on the highway, finally getting here.
Look, traffic was brutal. The flight from PA to here was brutal. The travel issues through America nowadays are brutal, but heat race number 3 is underway.
So glad to have you here. Final heat race of the night. Eder taking the lead. Here comes a Rocky, that second spot, the number 30 machine, ripping the top. He's got the second position. Weigel now runs in third, side by side for the spot just behind Weigel, and they come after him as they hit the back straightaway.
As you see, there's Weigel. Weigel going to go right into that concrete wall. There's Nichols now. Nichols takes over third. Weigel drops back into 5th as Schaefer now hops into 4th.
So you see Schaefer there in the 23, right side of the screen. The 7 of Nichols solidly in third. Trouble on the front straightaway. Oh, this is going to change everything. We said Nichols solidly in third. Now he's your race leader. But did he get damaged? It looked like he may have been part of that incident. Well, he kept the nose wing and he kept going. That's the important part for him. Weigel is in the second spot. Schaefer third. Suddenly like that, Alex, we're down to 3 cars. You know, I warned the people things happen in a hurry here at this racetrack.
Smaller track, bigger cars, and man, you hit the wall with a tire, or you hit one of those tires, you're going to go for a ride. And as we see, you also collect a lot of cars. But Wayne Nichols, now he's just starting to pull away from the rest.
Looking very good in that 7 machine. Had charged his way up to third. Gets a little loose there off of turn number 2. Had, started a little deeper in the field, has made his way up to third, and then suddenly trouble in the top 2, and just like that. That is why at this racetrack, it doesn't matter where you're running. You could be running second, you can be running 17th in the A main. You got to just keep plugging away because, things happen so quickly here with, looks like Schaefer, his car is pretty well damaged, but here comes Nichols up on him in the closing lap and a half of this heat race.
So there's Nichols. Nichols out in front. He's just going to go around Christopher Schaefer. There's a white flag in the air. Weigel, Schaefer, and Nichols. Right now, they're just trying to see how this track's going to work out for the night. As Nichols going to go around 3 and 4. And Wayne Nichols going to make the Cinderella story from this heat race as he's going to win it. No, he's not. He ran out of gas.
Out of fuel. How does that happen? Oh, my goodness. Jeremy Weigel's going to get the win in the 20 machine. Christopher Schaefer's going to limp it to second. No nose wing. Front end of that car is all messed up, and he gets second. Unbelievable. Alex, you just made it in time here tonight for the most incredible heat race ever.
So we're just going to laugh about this for a second of how you said anything can happen. Well, it just showed it right there in a matter of seconds. It has just shown that anything can happen here at Fairbury.
Nichols started 5th, made his way up to the lead, and then ends up 3rd because he was a little short in the fuel tank there to make that one happen as cars make their way onto the racetrack for our next event of the evening. And we'll get a look at the starting lineup for this one. Tonight's B main set to come onto the track. I believe this is for starting positions only.
So starting on the pole from Phantom Motorsports, it's going to be Matthew Croak. Outside of him, the 69 machine of Kevin Allen.
Jordan Eder starts inside the second row. That's the number 9 and the 38, the Flieger Farm Motorsports entry of Adam Flieger.
Angel Ortega in the 22. He'll start on the inside of row number 3. Outside from California, the 30, it's Colby Araki.
It is Bob Bessman, the Harrisburg, South Dakota driver, and the Patriot Motorsports 15 inside of the 4th row with Cale Heibolt, the team SSR, number 58, outside of him.
Rounding out the field, the 41 of Darren Harrell.
So B main scheduled to go 12 laps as we've well discussed and witnessed now, Alex. Anything can happen in these 12 laps, but we shall see how it goes as the field gets set for that green flag behind the iRacing pace truck. This is probably the most difficult dirt track in all of iRacing, the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. It is so difficult to navigate this track.
Oh, yes, as it is one of those. It's fun in midgets. If you've ever run a midget here, it's one of the funnest things ever. But then you put a sprint car on here, and it gives a headache because you drift up the track. As you see Matthew Croak here, and a lot of cars, that banking, you'll drift up, and it's dangerous.
It is. Separates the good drivers from the guys like me, however. So it'll be an interesting one when we get around to the A main. We look at Bob Bessman coming through the field. He's up to the second spot in the number 15. Got Kevin Allen right there next to him in the 69. Now Allen will look to the inside of Bessman. Down into turn 3 they go. They may have touched wheels a little bit there as that happens in front of Colby Araki there in the number 30 machine. So getting a little bit interesting down the back straightaway. Allen, Bessman, Araki all together as they hit turn 3.
You see Kobe Araki in the 4th spot. Oh, he hits the wall there in the 4th spot. Now he has company because here comes Heibolt in that Dairy Queen machine trying to go to the inside. Darren Harles has taken his car to pit lane. His B main is over, so it will start on the tail end of the A main.
Nothing wrong with that. Save the car for the A. Oh, it was close there for the second spot. Matthew Croakey, he is checking out into this one. He's got a pretty nice lead, but this battle for second has been raging for several laps now. As Bob Bessman thinks about the slider, he'll think better of it. Kevin Allen continues to run position number 2. Bessman back to his inside. Allen with the better drive off the corner. We've got less than a handful of laps to go in tonight's B main.
Bob Bessman, he's in that 3rd spot right now, holding on, but here comes a lot of cars with him there. You have Heibolt in the back there. He's trying to gain some ground as those two are side by side in Bessman and Allen.
So down into 3 they go. What a battle this has been in the B main. Bessman slides it up the racetrack. Here comes Heibolt to his inside as Bessman fends off that challenge for now. This is what Kevin Allen needs. He's able to get a little bit of a gap between himself and that 15 of Bessman as he has pressure from Heibolt. We've got trouble on the front straightaway. They're all going to scatter around, and the caution flag is out for the first time here tonight. Yellow flag waves with just a couple of laps remaining in tonight's B main. See Colby Araki there, the 30 car. He's able to escape it. Here's your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. As we take a look at what transpired. Oh, getting a little loose there off the corner. Infield tractor tire. All right, there's got to be more that happens, and I'm going to guess it's here on the front. Oh, okay, let's take another look here. A little hit into the wall. Yeah, that'll do it. Uh-oh. That'll do it some more. Croakey, your race leader, got into it. And then he got cleaned out again. So one of the other drivers getting into that outside wall, bounced down the racetrack, and Matthew Croakey nowhere to go, and he's going to relinquish the race lead. He's able to continue on, however, with that number 2 machine, but he'll restart from deep in the field. We come back to the green here, Alex.
Oh, man. Look at this. Look at this. Sean, you get to witness it one more time here. Me and Mr. Duvall in the same broadcast. And guess what we got? We got ourselves a green, white checkered. The curse lives.
The curse or the... Uh-oh. No, we've got contact. Uh-oh. 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 Bob Bessman going to come out of that with the lead. The 69 of Allen gets the infield tractor tire. Off of turn number 4, Bob Bessman gets the B main victory in the 15. Oh, just like I said, you just got to keep plugging away when you're racing here at Fairbury. Good look there at the number 15 of Bob Bessman. Got the Sodak iRacing League logo up there on the nose wing, and he claims the win in tonight's B main with that number 15 car. Your official results about to come up on the screen as all of the qualifying action for tonight with the BF1NS Designs 360 Sprint Cars concluded. Bob Bessman on top of that one. Your winner, Jordan Etter, the 9, will get second. Cale Heibolt, third. Colby Araki finishes 4th, and Adam Flieger, your top 5. Croakey salvages a 6th-place run. Kevin Allen was up there in the top 3 and flips to 7th final lap. Angel Ortega, Darren Harle, your rest of your finishing order. Looks like the cars making their way out on the speedway. A little hot lap session. Do we, BJ, do we take a break here tonight? Do we just roll through? All right, let's take a quick break as you see Bob Bessman hot back onto the racetrack. How can he do after winning that B main in tonight's A? Who will get the victory? We'll find out when we come back. You're watching 360 Sprint Cars from the Fairbury Speedway on Ultimate Dirt TV. Welcome back to the Fairbury Speedway for a little Wild Wild Wednesday action with the BF1NS Design 360 Sprint Cars here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Sean Neisted here with Alex Robinson. And Alex, we're getting set for the A main here tonight, which should be a wild one around the Fairbury Speedway.
Short track, slick track, there's big tractor tires, and there's a big concrete wall. This is, I don't know if it's going to be fun, quick, or disaster. I can't wait to find out.
We got 18 drivers ready to put their get their elbows up and tackle it here tonight. Here is the starting lineup. Starting 18th, Darren Harrell, the 41. Angel Ortega, the 22, starts inside row 9.
Starting 16th, it's going to be the 69 of Kevin Allen. Inside Phantom Motorsports, the 02 of Matthew Croak.
Starting 7th row outside, Adam Flieger in the 38, and inside of him, the 30 of Colby Araki.
Starting 12th, the 58, it is Cale Heibolt. And inside of him, the 9 of Jordan Eder.
Your B-Main winner, Bob Bessman, going to start 10th on the grid. That's the 15 car. And Wayne Nichols, car number 7, starting 9th here tonight.
Starting 8th, it's going to be the 40 Team RDR. It's Jeremy Parker. Inside the 225, Chris Forsythe in 7th.
Christopher Schaefer starts outside the third row. That's the number 23 car. And into the top 5 starters we go with the number 65 of Ryan Frugy lining up inside row 3.
Row number 2 on the outside, Joshua Anders in the 18. Inside of him, LSR, SSR, the 20 of Jeremy Weigel.
The Apex number 03 of Sean Bowers will line up outside the front row. And on the pole tonight in the Wraith Racing number 75, Dakota Hartzell. That is your starting lineup for tonight's BFINS Designs 360 Sprint Car main event. And we are set for
I'll let you pick before I curse it. I'll let you pick before I curse someone. Who are you picking?
Sean Bowers, the 03.
You know what? I'll pick Dakota Hartzell to win this one as well. So green flag is out. Hartzell, Bowers, there's 1 and 2 as they go around the back straightaway. Lap number 1, you see Hartzell to the top. Bowers going to go through that middle. There's a lot of moisture there still.
Yeah, there is a bit. I like to see we went way out on a limb on our picks here tonight. The yellow flag is out for the first time in this 35 lapper. No, we're still green. Maybe? No, we got a yellow. We got a yellow. All right. I thought I saw the yellow at the top. Here we go. Let's find out why we had that yellow on the Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. I see Bob Bestman, the 15 car, fresh off the win in the B. Well, accordion effect. And he gets a little tangle up there. Oh, going to be some more here. Colby Rocky gets some of it in the 30K. And that's what put us under the caution. Alex, I like that we're both gamblers really going deep in the field tonight. We both picked the front row.
Yeah. See, my gut was telling me that to pick Hartzell, or my gut was telling me I'm hungry. Really can't tell the difference between my hungriness and picking someone because usually it's just bad news for either the refrigerator or the driver.
Well, here I was announcing a race on Sunday, and all I could hear in the background was...
Leave me alone, I was eating my soup.
All right, I just wasn't sure if you knew that wasn't about you. I don't...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then, wait, here's the thing. If it wasn't about... You only worked with 2 people on Sunday. Remember this, Sean? It was me and Mr. Jerry Vansicle.
All right, it was you. You were...
That's what I thought. I caught you red-handed.
But I tell you what, I am going to make some potato soup yet this week. We are green, making hay is Dakota Hartzell. Off into the lead, down there into 1. He shut the door on Bowers in position number 2 as we race around the Fairbury Speedway.
And you see, ladies and gentlemen, never mind, dang it, I swear I quit. I'm done.
Go make some soup.
I get built up and hyped up to do this skit, and freaking caution comes out. Darn it. Go to a bigger track. Go to Williams Grove.
Oh, Williams Grove. All right, let's take a look here what happened. We see deep in the field, they were 3 wide. Let's take a look at Kevin Allen. Gets his nose chopped off and loops it around. The good news for Allen is he didn't get over the tractor tire like he did in the B main. The bad news is he did spin around and cause the caution, so he'll be going to the tail for the restart as we take a look back off of Dakota Hartzell's 75 car. And they'll get set for a restart.
I keep plugging Williams Grove because I don't have to get off the porch then.
Well, that is the thing. Did you use my name for your bowling team?
I would have, but our bowling team has been decided. We're called the oddballs for a reason because we are really odd. But now, green flag is out. Can I get excited for never? We didn't even go green, did we?
No.
I quit. See,
I know what you're building up for. We'll have it here. We'll get them bunched up. We'll get them bunched up. And we'll get it green, I think, off of 4.
Because I think, keyword, you think.
I am. Oh, here comes the pace truck. Okay. The one person I would not want to be tonight is the official, the race director of any race on this little tiny racetrack. They've got a whale of a job to try to do, and I'm sure all the folks tonight are going to do their best to make sure this is a fair and fun race for all of the competitors here. But man, this is a tough track to have a race on here, as they're gonna crank them up to catch the pace truck.
Well, just ask Mr. Duval about that one, or our very own Steve McMillan. They have dealt with this track countless of times with countless of cars. The late models, the street stocks. the Super and Pro late model sprint cars. I think they've dealt with midgets before, maybe even wingless cars. So they've dealt with every single thing that you could have on this server.
But here's and Kia Optimus, yeah. But here's the deal, though, Alex. Things get right. You get a good green flag run here. The racing here can be spectacular. So maybe we're about ready for some of that. I know what you're ready for, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to say this for the past 4 laps. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hold it. Are we holding? Now we can say it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to hear these sprint cars roar with the Ultimate Dirt TV Crank It Cam. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope you enjoyed those 5 seconds of the Crank It Cam, folks. As, wow.
Big change there. Did you just see that?
That's right. Guess what? Guess who it was? You know, because the curses live on throughout the night for me. And look who it is. It's the 75 machine, Dakota Hartzell. Just going to hit the wall, hit somebody else, hit the wall again. And then somebody else is going flipping around and upside down. And Schaefer going to land on all 4s then yet and keep it rolling.
Boy, tough break here for Dakota Hartzell, who had the race lead just moments ago. And now here's Christopher Schaefer's view. Skyground track.
I'm waiting.
All 4.
I'm waiting for the trend to start coming back on the Ultimate Dirt TV on the live stream here. I'm waiting for the comment of #BlameAlex because it's going to happen.
Yep. It's trending on Twitter. I just checked, and Blame Alex is now trending on Twitter. And if Alex ever picks your favorite driver to win a race, make sure to send the hate mail to Mr. Alex Robinson, 1324. Never mind. I was going to give your address, but we're back to green. Hey, trying to check out, find a new address, the 03. Sean Bowers, your leader now. He's got Anders in the 2nd spot. Frugy, Weigel, battle for the 3rd position. Nose to tail off of 4. We're working lap number 7.
So lap number 7 is coming up. Never mind. We're not even in the books of lap number 7 as another caution is out, and there's Chris Forsyth sideways.
Tough break there for the 225 machine, part of a pile-up down in turn number 1. He'll pull away from the incident and try to make a quick pit stop down there on the infield as we get a look at what transpired down here in turn number 1. And like so many times, this is going to start well in front of Forsyth, and then he just becomes the innocent victim.
Oh, and Sean, back to what you said. If you look in the comments, when you said about the soup deal, Adam Flieger knows I dealt with about 2 feet of snow, hence the hot soup on Sunday before we went out.
You did move a lot of snow. How are things out there now? Is the snow moved? Does it stay in Pennsylvania? Does it melt right away?
I might have PTSD the next time I see. I might have PTSD from the snow. If I see snow and we're on the broadcast, if you hear me scream, don't mind it. Just think it's snow.
Oh, I'll make sure to send a picture in the morning. We've got snow expected here tonight. So
don't you do that to me.
I'll send you a picture when I get up in the morning and take a look outside.
Let's put it this way. From Sunday through Tuesday night, I worked a total of 32 hours.
Wow. That's a lot. That was enough. Did you get your bowling in on Monday, though?
No, I didn't. Oh, okay. So now in the #BlameAlex section, we have BJ Duvall, we have Brett Wheeler, and Chris, you should know I'm going to do it now that you did it. Chris Damari also commented.
There you see Sean Bowers. He ripped out to the race lead. Frugy, Anders racing for the 2nd spot, but quite a ways back. Bowers is going to try to dominate this one as we're coming up on the 1/3 of the way home mark. Frugy in 2nd, Anders and Etter side by side as they work for the position. Etter working the bottom of the racetrack. Bob Bestman from the B main, we saw him have early trouble. He has made his way into the top 5 in the number 15 ride. Like I said here, there we've got trouble off turn number 4. Involves Bestman. Involves the number 9 of Etter, and we've got a caution flag for trouble in turn number 4. Those 2 drivers going to try to get their cars unhooked. We go back under the yellow. Let's pretend that Etter isn't using reverse there, just rolling down the banking.
He just put it neutral, let off the brake, and it just rolled down the hill.
There is no neutral in the sprint car.
I know there's not, but we just
there's no N on the stick shift.
we gotta come with something here, though. We gotta come up with something to use other than reverse.
Just took it out of gear and was rolling down the banking. Then the push truck comes along and away they go. Put her back in gear.
That's basically neutral then.
No, big time difference. Did you see the incident there? Eder, Bessman.
Oh, hi! There's my pick. Dakota Hartzell gets involved.
Poor Dakota. Poor Dakota. We'll start the hashtag since, I thought about maybe I would take somebody else, and then you would have picked Sean Bowers. So in the spirit of me picking first, we're going to allow a new hashtag to start of thank you, Sean.
Because Sean picked Sean. We get it.
Yeah, great name. Great name. Sean Bowers out front, the 0-3, Ryan Fruge, Joshua Anders, Josh Van Manen, Jeremy Weigel. That will be your top 5, maybe. Colby Rocky there. The verge of a top 5 run, as well as everybody shuffling through as so Rocky into the top 5. So here we go. Coming to lap number 12 of 35, and we're back to the green.
So Sean Bowers gets another good start. There's Fruge in second spot. As you see, Bowers is already pulling away. Here comes Anders going to the bottom side. Not going to get the run, though. But here's somebody who's getting the run, and it's going to be Weigel. It's going to be a Rocky. It's going to be Hartzell still in the 7th spot. So there's a lot of cars still having a chance here. But Sean Bowers is just saying bye.
Yeah, watch Weigel there, the blue and white number 20. When he hits his marks on the top, that car is lights out fast as they were racing up there for the 2nd spot as well. The 20, though, of Weigel. No, he's into the outside wall. That's going to slow his progress, and the whole field's going to slow down with the yellow flag back out over the speedway in tonight's BF1NS Designs 360 Sprint Car main event. Here's your Ultimate Dirt to TV instant replay of the incident on track. Darren Harald's been struggling to get a hold of the racetrack kind of all night long and loops it around. And he just got out of Dodge. Jumped down in the infield, so that's enough of that. You guys, I'm not going to cause anyone else any grief. Tough break there for the 41 machine. This is a tough track when you are getting going on iRacing. This is one of those you race for the first time and you say, I am never going to make a good lap around this place. Tough place.
I vote we just put midgets on it, call it a day. Actually, the big blocks are fun here, too. I say we put midgets, big blocks, and call it a day.
We're back to green. Sean Bowers, he would disagree. He's having fun out front in the number 03. Here's that race for second again. Fruge in the 65, Anders to the bottom in the 18. Short way around for Anders, but the momentum belongs to Fruge. He continues to run in position number 2. They're keeping tabs with your race leader a little better on this green flag run.
So you see Bowers didn't get the jump that he wanted, but you see the battle between the pink cars back there as it's a Rocky, and it looks like Croak. Is it Croak? Is it Croak? I think it is Croak. The pink cars are screwing me up here tonight. And there's Dakota Hartzell.
Ooh, Croaky got into the outside wall just a little bit. That 2-car. Hartzell back to his inside. No nose wing, no problem for the 75 machine. Up to 7th, looking for 6th. He'll have it with a little rub of Croaky. Hartzell up to position number 6, setting his sights on Colby Araki to try to get back into the top 5 with the 75 machine. There you see the 20 of Weigel, the 30 of Croaky. Off of turn number 4 they come. We've got about 16 laps to go.
And look at the 75 machine for a second. Can we go back there and look at him? He is running in the top 10 with no nose wing and actually a formidable amount of damage on the front, as you see there.
That is a tough run. Good run going up there. The second place, Fruge and Anders continue to be pretty close as Hartzell bangs into the wall once again and able to keep himself out of the grips of Forsyth. Here's that race for second that's been kind of raging on this entire race as your race leader. going to get into lap traffic now, and we'll see if this allows the drivers to capitalize. They're trailing him by 2 seconds, but this may be a tough break here for Anders. Anders has been running. Oh, we've got trouble over there in turn number 3. The yellow is out. See Wayne Nichols pulling away from the incident site with the number 7 machine, and I believe I saw Bob Bestman may have been part of that incident as well. Let's find out here. Your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay coming up here tonight. And you see Bestman on the very top of the track, the black and green, number 15. Oh, he catches the wall. And then that car was broken. It was broken. He just tipped over. 2 separate incidents. But Bestman, I think, took the rear end out of that car when he got the wall on the back straightaway.
I feel like after tonight, a lot of these cars are going to have to go back to the shop and get these things fixed, especially if they run tomorrow in the 410s. They're going to have to do a lot of work on their cars. If they, well, of course, the engine swap as well.
Yes.
That's going to be a long 24 hours for these guys.
Yes, yeah, it's going to be a busy night in the shop after this one here tonight to get the cars all squared up. As see, you look there, Cal Heibolt's number 58. Looks like he's getting a wave around, maybe to. Looks like he's going to drop to the back of the field. Maybe. Pace truck dropped off. Heibolt heading for Dodge. Bowers bringing us back to a green flag back in the air.
So green flag back out, as I don't know what we call that start there. Heibolt was a little confusing to everyone there. But Bowers out in front. You see Frugi, you see Anders. Those two are coming after Bowers right now, as Bowers looks like he got down a little bit, gonna lose some time, as here comes Frugi up top.
Frugi gonna try to go on the high line. He's got momentum on his side. Can he come after Sean Bowers? Bowers has been strong on this one, but Frugi-licious coming along the top, gets the door shut on him. Through 3 off of number 4. 3 cars race for the lead. We're side by side at the stripe.
Did you just say Frugi-licious?
I did, and he's got the race lead in the 65. Lap 27, we've got a new leader. Here comes Bowers back after him, though.
And here comes Anders. Anders tried to duck to the inside of Bowers. Bowers going to go to that top side. Top side looks to be the fast way around the track, as Frugi got around Bowers. Now Bowers holding the top side. Usually Anders going to try and go to that bottom side. That bottom side has looked like it hasn't really been touched at all tonight.
Yeah, it seems like that is starting to come in. Sean Bowers, though, stalking your race leaders. Leader Ryan Frugi has it. He bangs the wall off of 4. Bowers back to his inside, but can't get there. Down into 1. Bowers through the middle. Frugi on the preferred line next to the concrete. Down the back straightaway when we come back into lap traffic. We have 5 laps to go when they cross the stripe right here. Who will it be?
You see Frugi out in front. Here comes Bowers. Bowers back to that middle side trying to make it work. He's going to go to the top through 3 and 4. You see that slick there, as basically it looks like 2 cushions in 3 and 4. There's in 2 and 1 and 2 as well.
Oh, here comes Bowers. He's got the run. He'll dip to the inside in turn number 3. Frugi and Bowers racing for the lead here in the final couple laps. Frugi's been able to fend him off thus far. He gets loose off of turn number 2. Is this the move Bowers needs? To the inside. Slide job for the lead. He'll have it. Frugi back to his inside. By the stripe they go. Lap number 34 is underway.
Frugi, Bowers, they're coming side by side. Bowers trying to get side by side, Bowers, Frugi gets the wall. So does Bowers. Contact between Frugi and Bowers. Oh, man, white flag in the air.
Oh, who is it going to be? Bowers going to sneak away with that one. Anders and Araki were just battling for 3rd to get on the podium. Sean Bowers off of turn number 4 wins a wild one at Fairbury. Frugi goes 2nd. Anders, Hartzell, Weigel go in the top 5. Wow, what a feature event that was here tonight. I told you, Alex, when this place gets going, the racing is amazing. And what a show just put on by Sean Bowers and Ryan Frugi in the final laps of tonight's main event.
And it was, as Mr. Duval has stated there in the production truck, the curse did not carry over to the feature event. So I'm kind of excited, but there it is. Sean Bowers takes home the win. Ryan Frugi in 2nd. Joshua Anders at 3rd place finish. Dakota Hartzell comes back up into 4th. And then you have Jeremy Weigel in the 5th spot.
Jeremy Parker was 6th, Chris Forsyth 7th, Christopher Schaefer finishes 8th. Colby Araki was charging for a podium finish, had a little trouble there in the last lap. The number 30K will go 9th, and Adam Flieger completes your top 10.
Angel Ortega going to go in 11th. Kevin Allen, Cale Heibolt, Wayne Nichols, and Jordan Etter. That's your top 15.
And your final finishers tonight, Bob Bessman in 16th, Matthew Croakey in 17th, and Daryl Harrell will finish 18th here tonight for the BFIN's 360 Sprint Cars on Ultimate Dirt TV from the Fairbury Speedway in Fairbury, Illinois. Got to ask our production truck. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, stay tuned for this one because, Alex, I've never been more excited to hear the perspective of these drivers in victory lane. We'll hear from your podium finishers right after this. You're watching Ultimate Dirt TV. Welcome back to the Fairbury American Legion Speedway tonight for the BFIN's Designs 360 Sprint Cars. And what an event we had here tonight. So let's head down here to the podium and catching up first here with Josh Anders. Josh, third place run here tonight. Looked like there are those closing laps, though. You had quite a battle just to stay on the podium.
Yeah, track got real slick there. I was having a hell of a time just keeping it under me. Top went away on me. I couldn't run up there on the top like them other guys were.
How wild is this racetrack to get around in a 360 sprint car?
It's crazy, man. I worked on a setup for a couple hours and still wasn't as fast as them other guys.
Were you, I don't know if intimidated is the right word, but when I come into a track like this, like I always feel like going to the bottom is the easy way out and it's not necessarily the fast way. So how mentally taxing was this to keep yourself going all through this race and not just, bang it off a tractor tire or into the concrete outside?
It's real intimidating track. I tried to run the top as long as I could, and then when it started going away, I kind of went towards the middle, and that's where I stuck it out, and we ended up third, so I'm happy with that.
You should be. It takes a lot to get on the podium. Who do you need to thank for putting that 18 ride up here in the top 3?
The guys at Sub-Zero, they helped me out a lot. We work on setups all week long and spend a lot of time practicing, so they helped me out a ton.
All right, Josh, congratulations on the run here in the third this evening.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, Joshua Anders finishes third tonight. Let's head on over. Alex Robinson catching up with our runner-up tonight, Ryan Fruget in the 65.
Ryan, heck of a run for you tonight. Just had a few mental lapses, or not even mental lapses, just some mistakes there. Tapping the wall, and it ended up costing you there. But you looked fast around the top throughout the night.
Yeah, no, the top was definitely the place to be. It was fast, and yeah, those closing laps, I knew Sean was back there, and maybe just a little bit in my head, I tagged that wall twice down there in 3 and 4. Got by him back once, but lucky I didn't put on my lid, really.
And now you had a lot of battles tonight with Sean, with Anders, even Dakota Hartzell up there as well. So you had to fight your way through that whole field to get this podium finish, especially a second place finish. How's it feel now that the hard work's paid off?
Oh, it feels great, man. I mean, running with these guys for the last couple months, usually I'm in the back watching these guys finish on the podium, and to be anywhere near the podium with the class that we have up here, man, it's pretty awesome. So it feels good to get this. It feels like a win. Might be second, but it's feeling like a win right now.
Well, you got to have a lot of guys on the track helping you and behind the scenes helping you. Who you got to thank?
Yeah, for sure. I got to thank all the guys at the Firm Motorsports. My teammates are great, always helping me out, especially Sparky that's putting all this thing on. Apex Auto Glass and Window Tinting, Butt Kicker, Mazkin's Transport, 21 Designs, Fine Line Design, Justin Sick Photography, and Siebers Race Media.
Well, congratulations on the second place finish. That is Ryan Frugier. And now, well, Sean Bowers. Sean picked you. So here's Sean Neistat with Sean Bowers taking home the win.
Oh, Sean Bowers, that was a wild one. Take us through those last 10 laps or so. It was kind of tooth and nail between you and the 65 car.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I dove to the bottom there to see if the bottom had anything because the top was getting thin, so I figured the bottom might come in there, and it definitely did not. Ryan definitely made me earn that W there. He drove a fucking fantastic race, man. He's come a long way, man. He's a hell of a driver, and he drove a great race, dude.
Those last few laps when he was in front of you, it looked like at that point you knew you had to be on the top. What was the game plan there? Was it ride? Was it wait for the mistake? Were you getting ready to set up the big slide job? Like, what's going through your mind as you're following that 65 around the track?
You know, I honestly couldn't make up my mind. He would bobble, you know, there. And so I was like, well, so I just wait for the mistake. And then I was like, oh, no, it's getting, you know, I heard 5 to go. So I was like, I was getting out of crunch time, you know, so I had to. So I was like, nah, just wait for the bobble because, you know, he kept hitting the wall. So finally, you know, I went to the bottom there and he made a mistake and I was able to capitalize.
Was it an oh no moment when I think he got the wall a little bit in 4 and you followed him right into it as well? And you guys kind of slap bumpers around a little bit. Like, what was that like from behind the steering wheel?
I actually thought that I wound up getting into him because I hit the wall. You know, I followed him into the wall and then he must have hit the wall again or something. But I actually thought I hit him there. I had to apologize.
Let's take a bigger look at this race here to not only survive 35 laps around Fairbury, but also to come out after a hard-fought victory like that. I mean, what's that say about the way your car was handling tonight and just the whole race itself?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough luck for Dakota, man. I was really hoping Dakota, you know, we could have a fun run up there and get through some lap traffic there. We actually had, you know, a small run there through some lap traffic. It got actually a little hairy there for a little bit.
A lot of good-looking names on the side of the 03 ride. Who do you need to thank for the return trip to Victory Lane this evening?
Yeah, the guys over there at the Fur Motorsports, man, we're grinding every day. The Apex Auto Glass and Tinting, Ryko for the killer setups, Butt Kicker, Mazzin's Transport, 21 Designs, Fine Line Designs, Justin Sick Photography, and Siebers Race Media.
All right, Sean Bowers, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Sean Bowers is going to pick up the win here tonight. Ryan Frugier finishes second, and Joshua Anders goes third in tonight's main event here at the Fairbury Speedway. Alex, what a night it was. I think Alex may have stepped away. Wanted to make a quick apology for some colorful language here tonight, but viewer discretion is advised on live broadcasts. And you know, one thing I always do like is drivers with their heart and letting their emotions be seen. So we'll give a little grace here tonight, and we'll enjoy the next race just the same as well. But what a night it was! Is Alex still here? Did Alex leave us?
I'm back.
There he is. Hi, Alex.
I was sorry. I was still trying to unload stuff.
What an event it was here tonight. Fairbury Speedway, it is tough to tame, but wow, what a show it was in that top 5.
A heck of a show, you know, a lot of early cautions, but then once the racing got better, it got fast and it got, well, heated real quick there between Frugier and Bowers and mid-pack. You had battles throughout. Hartzell had to go through the field more than once to get through and get a top 5 finish. So the battles throughout the track, after everyone got their footing down, it was a really good race.
It was indeed. So that is going to wrap up tonight's show here from the Fairbury Speedway for the BF1NS Designs 360 Sprint Cars. Of course, you can always tune in to more racing action on all of the Ultimate Dirt TV platforms, whether it be on YouTube or Facebook. We thank you for tuning in where you are here tonight, and make sure to give us a like and a follow to see future broadcasts as well. So for BJ Duvall out in the production truck and the entire staff with this series and for Ultimate Dirt TV, and for my counterpart tonight, Alex Robinson, I'm Sean Neistat saying good night and God bless. Goodbye, everybody.